Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and I love sewing and sustainability, and I also love Christmas, as you can maybe tell. I already started decorating weeks ago because I'm so excited. But one of my all-time favorite Christmas traditions is actually the advent calendar, which is why in this video I will be making my own advent calendar completely from scratch. I'm basically going to be doing a scrap busting project. That means that I will use up fabric scraps and remains that I have lying around for years, and my goal is to not buy anything. Let's see how that works out. And I'm also going to be giving you 24 gift ideas if you're planning on making an advent calendar for a friend, a loved one, or whatever. I got you covered. And yeah, let's go. So for the design, I had several ideas in the beginning. I'll pop them up right here. This was sort of my initial project idea. And as you can see, these are wall hangings where you have those little pouches, I guess you can call them, where you can put the little gifts. But then I kind of thought, okay, I don't really have the available wall space. And I think my gifts personally will be a little too heavy because, for example, I will be putting like lemonade in there, like my boyfriend's favorite drink. So I thought, yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea, honestly. And then I went looking a little further and I found this tutorial, which is for teeny tiny gift bags. And I thought that would be the perfect idea because then I can just create 24 gift bags and basically do a patchwork project. So use up all the scraps that I have to make very unique gift bags in a variety of sizes, and yeah, then I can just put them maybe in a basket or something and put them on a table, so yeah, they are out of the way and I don't have to drill into my walls. So this is sort of the vibe that we're going for, and I created 3 templates actually that I'm going to show you in a second. So I came up with basically 3 sizes that I wanted to make. I have my little templates here. So the first size is, yeah, the large size. This will be 28 by 15 centimeters. And for all of them, you need to cut them on the fold as well. So this is sort of one side of the bag. And then the medium size is 22 by 15 centimeters. And then the smallest size is 19 by 12 centimeters. And as I said, I will be using my fabric scraps for this project, and I brought out my box of fabric remains and scraps that I've collected over the years, and I'm very excited to finally use them. And I think you can be like as unique as you like in this project. I'm gonna make mine very, very colorful because I like the look. And I think it's very cute, but you could also stick to a certain color scheme, maybe like red or green, because that's like very classic for Christmas. Yeah, so basically it's completely customizable. You can do whatever you like, whatever you have left, and yeah, just be creative and enjoy the process. And yeah, I think let's get to cutting. So I just want to walk you through my patchworking process really quickly. So for this particular bag, I started with the back side and I chose a print that's rather simple, and I also chose a fabric that is like continuous. So I'm not going to be patchworking for the back side, but rather it's like a singular piece of fabric. And then I decided I'm going to be patchworking on the front instead. And I'm just looking through my stash to sort of see what colors and patterns do I have and what do I like and what goes well together. And then I landed on this sort of reddish fabric with the flower pattern and then the plain green one because I think they complement each other quite nicely. I'm also paying attention to where the drawstring is going to be because this will be the top part of the bag. So I'm trying to have a large enough piece on the top so that I don't have like an extra seam up there because I think this would be a little too bulky. So the first step is to mark a line at 4 centimeters from the top, and then you're gonna cut into the seam allowance on either side. This will be 1 centimeter on each side, and then you're gonna fold both of the seam allowances towards the middle and sew them. And To create the drawstring channels, we're gonna be folding over the top edge once, and then we're gonna fold it over again. And then we can sew that line down as well. And now we sort of have a channel where our string can go through. And yeah, the next step is basically just to connect the side seams, which you see me doing here. So you connect both seams on the left and right, and you just place your fabrics right side on right side and sew along the edge with a seam allowance of 1 centimeter. And of course, if you did like a patchworking project for each bag, then you need to connect your different pieces. This would be like the first step before you start with your drawstring channel, etc. And then the next step is to trim down the seam allowance, or you can also serge or zigzag stitch the seam allowance depending on how much your fabric is gonna fray. And then I basically just turned the bags inside out and used a little paintbrush, or like the end of a paintbrush, to help me get into the corners as well. I then repeated all the steps for all 24 gift bags, and a little tip that I have for you guys is to start with one step and then do this step for all of the bags. So basically start with the drawstring and do that for all of the bags, and then do the side seams for all of the bags, because then you can just continue sewing in a row, and that makes your life so much easier. And overall, I would say this project is not very hard. It's just a little tedious because it is a lot of sewing, but it's also a lot of fun. And these are all the bags that I created, and I think they are all very unique and very colorful. I like them a lot, and I think this is sort of the strength of the project, that you can basically do whatever you like and just be creative and use up what you have. To create the gift bag tags, I actually have a little hack for you. So I just looked up designs online, and I decided that I want to try this one. And I took a screenshot of the design, and then I'm just going to use a piece of paper to create my own template and put it on top. And then if I turn off the lights, you can actually see the template underneath, and I'm just going to trace that one. And now I have my own gift tag template. And by the way, I added all of my 24 gift ideas for your advent calendar in the description, and check it out if you need a little inspiration. Okay, my gift tags are now dry, and the next step will be to paint the little numbers on them, and I will just alternate between the green ones and the red ones, and I'll put some other little decorations on it and just have fun. But before we actually get to painting, I'll have one last test that I need to make. So I have my little gift bags here in different sizes. And I just want to check if the medium one can hold a bar of chocolate. And I have a piece of chocolate here, so let's see. I think that looks pretty good. And then in comparison, here's the small one. And then the large one. So now let's get to painting. Okay, it's all done now. Now I just need to let it dry, and then I'm gonna add the strings to the bags and some little decor, and then it's time for the reveal. Okay, the last step is actually to do the strings, and I bought two different colors. I bought a red one as well as an off-white cream one, and they were like 99 cents each, so really not expensive. And I just cut them roughly to size, see how much I need. You need to be careful to add a little bit more because you need to tie a knot on one side. And then I'm just gonna use a safety pin, or you could also use a thick needle if you have one, and just thread it through all the way. So I'm done with the bags. I have exactly 12 with the white ribbon, and then also 12 with the red one. And I'm actually gonna fill them off camera because my boyfriend is watching this video probably, and yeah, this is a gift for him, so I don't want to spoil anything. And I also got some branches from outside that I will use to decorate them a little. And also like these very cute and tiny ornaments that I will be using.